By the name of Q Carter, president of Querecords, EMI. Give him a round of applause as he makes his way to the stage. Okay. And our moderator, all right, we're over here. Okay.
Smooth moderator.
Okay. She's the host of This Is 50 Radio. Very well connected. She goes by the name of MAYAH. Give her a round of applause.
Alright, hi guys, thanks for coming out today. Alright, we're gonna, I guess, go through again. Jesse just introduced you guys, but real quick, what acts you're working on. We'll start with you, Riggs.
How's everybody doing? Cool. Hopefully this will be some educational for y'all. My name is Riggs Morales. I'm Vice President of A&R at Shady Records. Work with Eminem, 50, D12. Right now, right now I'm working on some highly anticipated albums from Slaughterhouse, Yellow Wolf, and we just finished wrapping up a cool little EP, Bad Beats Evil, with them, Royce and 5'9". That did real well for us. But I'm also always looking for acts, something that's going to take us into the next 5 years. So hopefully that somebody's in here. So looking forward to hearing some music.
Yes, sir.
Before I start, I think everyone should give Riggs a round of applause, because that Bad Verse Evil album is keeping hip-hop alive, though. That shit is dope, and if you don't have it, go get it, because it knocks, and I have no vested interest in saying that. Other than I love this genre that we call hip-hop. So, getting to Jive. I have 3 acts right now. One is S-Dub, who's a rapper singer from North Carolina. The other is Spree Wilson. If you don't know about Spree Wilson, you need to go online and download the album, the mixtape album. It's free. It's amazing. DJBooth.net was quoted. After listening to the album, they said that Andre 3000 had a baby with Seal and Gnarls Barkley's the Godfather, so that kind of gives you an indication. And I mean, the reviews, I put out a lot of stuff in my time. It was the best reviews I've ever got on a project I worked on. So just Google Spree Wilson. He's on a million different blogs. Download. It's called The Never Ending Now. It'll give you wings. And then I got a R&B pop artist by the name of Wish. She's got a video that's tearing up the internet, and it's on MTV2 and a bunch of other outlets. Her name is Wish. The video is called Sugar Daddy. She did like a whole little retro, like urban Lucy and Desi kind of thing. Very cool. She's very sexy. She also just dropped a mixtape called her Wish Tape, so go and get that. And as far as what's going on with Jive, I don't know, so don't ask.
Jeter K, Mayback Music.
How you doing? I'm currently one of the executives over at Mayback Music. I handle such projects as put out Triple C's from Def Jam. I manage Torch and Gunplay and Young Breed of Triple C's. I also co-manage Mass Pike Miles. I work with all the artists of Mayback Music. I work with Wale. I work with Meek Mill's Pill. I currently also have a management company with Rick Ross named Muscle Management. We manage High Class, which is one of the newer artists coming out. He's 19 years old. He's phenomenal. You're going to be hearing a lot about him this year and hopefully for like the next 10 years. 31st Century. I brought one of our artists with me today. Five the General, he's in the house somewhere. It's one of the artists I'm also currently managing or co-managing now. And right now, you know, we just putting out great music. You know, Ross, we just came off the Self-Made project with Warner Brother Records. Mayback Music is now signed to Warner Brother Records. So you know, we just working hard and we're trying to put out the best music possible. And that's, you know, anybody have any questions? I'm here for you.
All right, so we'll get to all that. QUAYSHAWN 2 record
First, I want to congratulate Warner Music Group for being bought by the Russians. It's crazy right now. $3.3 billion. It's crazy right now. So that, you know, Mayback gets a piece of that check, so it's important for hip hop and it's important for Mayback music. My name is QUAYSHAWN. I've been in the music business 22 years. And I've worked at most of the majors, promotions, marketing, managed artists like Yin Yang Twins, co-managed Nappy Roots, worked with Bone Thugs. I mean, I've worked with everybody. And Querecords is a label with EMI. We had Huey, who formerly was with Jive, actually. We put out a street album last year that did very well, and he's working on a studio album now. And we have a BG album we want to put out, which is a joint venture between Querecords and Chopper City. It's going to be crazy. So BG, hurry up and come home so we can put this album out. And then we're developing a new pop artist named Lindsay Nicole out of California. She's a dancer out of Millennium Dance Group. She's incredible. And she's a phenomenal songwriter. And I've got pretty much every pop producer you could think of doing music on her. And we're going to put her out at the top of the year. But I also help recruit labels for EMI. So I was instrumental in Bobby Valentino getting his deal there. I was also instrumental in Twister doing his label deal at EMI and a number of other projects that are signed over there. So, you know, again, we're looking for artists desperately right now because it's just the industry is in such a turmoil right now. So we're all trying to figure it out together, and that's why we're here, as well as to educate you guys. So hopefully, you'll all learn something today.
All right, so like a basic question that, a basic question that a lot of indie movements definitely want to know is, what is an A&R actually, and what is the day-to-day, you know, and why did they need to come see you guys to, you know, get their project off the ground?
Well, you know, the definition literally means artist and repertoire. So, the role of an A&R person at a label is that they actually listen to the project, look at the project from a whole, see if the project makes sense or makes business sense for the particular company they work for. And they present it to the person that has the ability, or sometimes the A&R has the ability to sign the project. That person is your best friend or your worst enemy. I mean, the best way to say it. If you walk into Aunt Rich's office at Jive, you know, it's him that really allows you to get past, you know, point A and continue on to either getting signed or at least to know that, you know, Jive isn't a fit for you. So, you know, they probably play the most important role at the record company, first and foremost.
That's one comment on that, though. Keep in mind, because the one misconception a lot of people have is, you know, I'm just speaking for myself. I can't speak for everybody. But the one thing you have to know is that most A&Rs don't actually have signing power. And you could come into my office and play me something, and I may think you're great, but with most A&Rs, there's about 3 other people, or 2 other people, or sometimes 1 above you that, you know, that carries a CEO or a president title, and, you know, they're the final say. And you know, I mean, one of his artists, Pill, I went, you know, 500 miles for that dude trying to sign him. I thought he was incredible, and ultimately Barry Weiss pulled out of the deal. So, you know, we're not the end all and be all. We're just the initial gatekeeper. Okay, and you know, a lot of independent artists think that radio play, BDS, SoundScan is like a huge part in them actually getting a deal. Is that, now that the internet plays such a big part, what is the most important thing for you guys to see, I mean, besides, you know, quality music, to, you know, really identify the next big thing?
For me, I like to see work ethic. I like to see internet presence, them viral videos getting done. All that kind of stuff counts for me. Radio play, you know, it is important, but when you got that internet presence up there, you could really make some moves in this industry now. The internet is playing a huge part. So, you know, that's, you know, I'm speaking for myself.
I think that it's a twofold answer. You know, I think it depends on the label. You know, if it's a situation like most of the labels here, whether it's Shady Records, you know, and Mayback Music, Q is in particular, we're more independent minded, so that because our structure is more independent, we can look at different things. Whereas in Aunt Rich's case, being a Jive, I mean, again, he's the gatekeeper. So he might think that the internet presence alone is satisfactory, and take it to Barry Weiss or to Wayne Williams or whoever, and they're gonna, you know, they're gonna turn around and decide, well, it's not enough. You know, I need to see some radio. I want to see BDS. I want to see something else. So it really just depends.
If I could just comment, for me, I need to know that you have content in some form that people are watching. So that could either mean that people are either watching, listening, you know, showing up, what have you. So that could mean that you know, you're an Odd Future, and you're you know, initially, like, they weren't on any of the blogs, but their shows were just packed, and they just had this movement. Or, you know, if you recall a couple years ago when Adonis got signed, he didn't have any of songs on the radio, but he was on every blog, like he was on all the cool blogs. There was like the taste-making community really embraced him, and that got him his deal. Or, you know, right now the Rejects are about to get a deal, and I don't really see them on too many of the blogs, and their shows are kind of loose, but they got a big record. They're scanning, I think last time I checked was like 17,000 a week. Or, you know, when we signed Travis Porter, these kids had everything going on. They had local radio. Their shows were packed. They were selling merch like crazy. They made a movie. They had video. I think they came with us with like 5 videos all done, and all of them were like really quality. They were dope. So it's content, and it's up to you to decide which content you're best, which form of content you're best at creating, and which content you have the ability and the resources to get out there. You know, maybe you have those relationships at radio, so you focus on making a radio-friendly record and get that going. Maybe your show is incredible, and you have a manager that is a promoter and knows how to get people in front of you to see you. You know, maybe you're like a lifestyle type artist, and you know that the Faders and the Complexes and the Two Dope Boys are gonna embrace you. So it's about finding out who you are as an artist and what content works for you and how you can promote that content.
Right.
In this day and age, 2 things to keep